It's everywhere you look. It's in your car, it's in a store at the mall, it's even in elevators. Music is literally everywhere we turn. It has the power to turn a frown upside down or a smile to denial. Music has extraordinary powers that many people have a tendency to overlook. Every single noise we hear on a daily basis is a note found on the music scale, whether it's the sound of rain hitting a pond or a car speeding past on the highway. You may not be the best singer or a gifted musician, but what you may not realize is that you're making music all the time. When we speak, we're literally composing a song. I'm very blessed to be able to say that I've been gifted as a musician. I've seen the emotions music can provoke in people. I've seen the spark in someone's eyes after hitting the right arrangement of notes, and I've gotten chills from countless vocal runs. I've fallen in love with music, and it grows more and more every day. Unfortunately, I don't feel that most people hear music in the same way I do. I would even go so far as to say that some people think music is pointless. People tend to overlook the role that music plays in an everyday life, but music is extremely beneficial to our society. I would like to exemplify where we would be as a society that had no music and explain why it's so important to our cultural development and spiritual well-being. Let's start by discussing the need for music. Music has been such a big player in the cultural development of the world throughout its history, bringing about great reformation during periods like the Renaissance and the Enlightenment. If there was no music, things would be a little different. Let's say you wake up on a Monday morning and begin to get ready to go back to your long job after a long weekend. You're already in a bad mood because it's Monday. Do you know who likes Mondays? No one. You go to brush your teeth and realize that you accidentally got the toothpaste mixed up with the rash cream. You go out to your car, which won't start because the battery is dead, so you call your friend to jump you off. Your day literally could not get any worse. You hop in your car, turn the radio on, and turn the dials to tune into your favorite station. Something's different though. Instead of hearing the upbeat pop you usually hear on that station, all you hear is news. You switch to another station, more news. You switch to yet another talk show, another switch, sports broadcast. Could you honestly imagine no music? The absence of music would cause much more than your own personal loss of your favorite pop tunes. The culture of every single region in the entire world would be drastically changed. There would be no clubs or concerts. Many of history's greatest transformations probably would never even taken place. There would be no Beethoven or Mozart. Sure, people wouldn't have to learn about some boring dead dude that played piano, but what these men did for the world would be completely lost. Many religions would be altered. The art of worship through music would be completely gone. The biggest thing lost would be expression. According to Christina Nunez, musicians have used their music to address social issues throughout history. We can read books or watch movies, but they differ in a vast way from music. How many people do you know that you come across that randomly quote book passages or their favorite lines from a movie? Yet all the time we come across people who are singing their favorite song at the top of their lungs. It's because nothing compares to the expression of music. There's something about hearing a passion-filled arrangement that jumps out so much more than words or paper or watching a cast put on a production. Simply thinking about all the things we would be deprived of by not having music is terrifying. I couldn't even imagine getting into a car and not listening to music. Next time you listen to music, try to remember how fortunate we are to have it in our lives. Now that we know the need we have for music in society, we can start talking about the advantage of it and using it to impact our world in greater ways. Music can be used for simple things like studying and motivation. Music is also being used in many ways that we can never even imagine. It's being used to help cancer patients through music therapy. Music can do amazing things. The solution to a better understanding of the importance of music can easily be solved through stronger musical education during elementary and middle school years. Many schools do not provide any type of arts education during the elementary years and on up through middle school. Often the schools that do offer any sort of music education focus upon the voice but do not implement any instruments into their teachings. According to one study conducted on the students who received at least 3 years of instrumental music training outperformed those who had not on outcomes distantly related to music. This goes to show how vital music education is. I can honestly say that learning to play an instrument has helped me not only in school but performing everyday tasks. I sometimes use songs as a learning tool. Most people learn song lyrics very easily, so why not implement that into studying? Learning an instrument can also help teach me to be very disciplined when learning new things. Many parents may believe that musical education is a waste of time for their children, but they simply cannot envision a world where their child becomes a better musician. However, musical education has been shown to increase test scores, as stated before, and boost understanding of mathematical principles. According to the national government website for arts education develops creativity, an important attribute and one of the top 5 skills employers prize for the 21st century. Now that we know the solution to the problem, what would musical education look like? Musical education is very important in the development of a young and progressing mind. Another test was conducted that tested the IQ of students before and after they began taking music lessons. Studies showed that the students' IQs had significantly increased after musical education. Now, I want you to imagine that it's your kid who's getting an education that doesn't include a musical aspect. Think of all the potential they have to go out and learn new things, but they are being deprived of a better academic understanding of music. They have the potential to go out and be one of the smartest kids in the world, but a simple thing like music deprivation can lower that standard. Now, imagine that they do have music education. Not only will they have increased IQs, but they will also receive the confidence and amazing way of expression musical education can instill within them. Now that we've learned about musical education can provide, what's next? In conclusion, we have discussed the need for music in society, the importance of musical education, and the benefits music can truly bring to our world. You can be the change we need for more people to be educated about the importance of music to our society. Email your state senators and push for the funding we need for arts and education within state school systems. Use music as a studying tool. Listen up, beat music when you're sad, and next time you listen to the radio, just try to enjoy the fact that we have music and how unfortunate it would be if we didn't. I've fallen in love with music, and I hope that you can fall in love with it in the same way that I have, and I hope that you become better educated about music. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "Without music, life would not be worth living."